Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Try Stories, The Path of Destinies. I was offered a look at a preview build of this. This is a preview build of the game. A little bit about this game: it's being developed primarily for PlayStation 4, hence the X button, or cross button, X button, next to play, but it's also being kind of developed as well for PC. Which is how I'm playing it. I'm playing the Steam version. I'm using a controller. It is an Xbox 360 controller. Hopefully that isn't going to be some kind of hopefully that's not going to have a negative effect. I assume it won't. This is a preview build. We're going to give it a go. Hopefully, I'm hoping to have a look at have a play of it when it comes out. What else was I going to say? Preview build. I've not played this before. This is as far as I've ever gotten before, trying to figure out how to record, because this game doesn't like Bandicam, at least in this form, but OBS is a lot easier to get things working. So, I've not played this before, so we're just having a fiddle with this. We're trying it out. So, yes. Okay, that does work. Glad for that. We can play a new game, or we can go to options. Except we can't go down to options. I assume there are no options.
All that had been years ago. How many? The war was a blur. And now 3 Raven scout ships were chasing him. "Where are you running, rebel?" cawed the Raven captain over the loudhailer. Renato could see them cranking up their catapults. "Just going out for milk?" Renato yelled back. "Where can you run?" laughed the Raven horribly. Far behind him, another city was burning. The dark cloud above its island was thousands of Imperial ships. The fleet was doing a thorough job. "Take us to the rebel base, and we'll spare your life!" it cawed. The entire jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east. Beyond that were only the pillars of heaven, a sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time. Unless Renato could bring a game-changer. Maybe he could. Renato had found out where he could find the pieces of the Sky Ripper, the legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino had sent Renato a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion. If Renato could only rescue him. Renato dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream, the Raven ships peeled off, not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lapino or the Sky Ripper?
Alright, so... I can move, so I just assume there aren't any options. So we're just kind of starting, we're getting thrown in. I think I'd like a bit more background, personally, as to what was going on. Maybe there's a little bit of introductory cutscene at the very beginning before you click new game that's gonna be put in. I don't know. I'd like a little bit more background about what's going on in the war, or maybe they're just planning on throwing sin in medias res, and then we find out more about the war as the game goes on. Not sure how I like that as a narrative kind of thing. So, you can't make new old friends. The rebellion was out of time and Renato needed a game changer, even though Lapino, who looks to be a rabbit, and I know that lapin is rabbit in French, so... Reynard, or Reynard. I think, is that Fox? Right, even though Lapino wasn't what anyone would consider a game changer, he could come up with some harebrained schemes. Of course he could. Maybe rescuing him was worth it, although he's a rabbit, not a hare, I would assume. The rebellion was out of time. An ancient artifact that defeated the lost gods would indeed be a game changer. Though it split into 2 pieces many years ago, Renato could rebuild it by first getting its armature. So, this is the thing I heard about, that I kind of looked when I was offered the code for this. I did a little bit of research, and this is what really what I really liked, is the fact that you make several decisions. I think they're all binary decisions, i.e. you have 2 options. So you make an option and it splits. And apparently there's 32 end points of the game. So if we pick build the Sky Ripper, which is I think what I'm going to go for, you then lose Or you then lose access to all of the splits from you can't make new old friends for saving Lupino. Then, further down the line, we're going to have another choice, and if it's another binary one, which considering it's 32 options, that would be my guess. What's 32? That's 5 choices throughout the game. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Yeah, that's 5 choices. And each time you make a choice, you cut out content that in that run through you're not going to see again. You're not going to see, and you're not going to see any of that. So, how many different choices would there be? I can't figure it out. It's going to be... I can't figure it out. Let's do the maths. Let's not do the maths. Let's just get into the game, shall we? I can do the maths at another point. Okay, it's 16 plus 8 plus... So it's about 30 different 30 different sets of choices split over the entire game, I think, would be right. No, 31, because you want to include this one, I think. Right, I'm right, focus. Build the Sky Ripper, that's what we're going to go for.
The Sky Ripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces. What could have brought them to light?
I just got an achievement.
Isengrim III had once been kind, but he'd gone mad. And now he was conducting secret, obscene rituals to bring back the lost gods. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the earth? It was more than Reynardo could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it.
Okay, I assume there's going to be more actual game. There looked to be like a platforming, action, hack and slash kind of vibe to the game, which I assume we'll get to. I've kind of just been babbling about choices and stuff. I do like the fact that we've got a narrator. I think, as a Let's player, I'd prefer to be reading it myself, but I'm not complaining. Yes, you are.
As he set foot in the Isle, Reynardo could not help but feel a tinge of guilt. He'd left Lupino behind. He hoped the Mad Rabbit had somehow escaped the Ravens. He hoped they hadn't eaten him. If they had, he hoped they hadn't eaten him alive.
Okay.
And he'd chosen the Sky Ripper. Reynardo never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Sky Ripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it?
Right. Oh, lightning! I get sling, so I can swing my sword. I can't... Really, I saw an R2 button. Oh, a thing! I don't know what I did. I should stop wasting things. There's no jump. I thought there would have been a jump. But follow the path. Oh, is this just grass or is this water? Oh, it's just grass. I thought it was water that I'd have to jump across. Which would be rather difficult not having a jump button. So what, we've got an energy bar. We got a... Ooh! I have 2 swords. I wonder what the difference is.
Hey.
I think they seem to...
Hey, I'm a firefox, thought Reynardo.
I don't get it. Like, as in the context. I assume it's like, as in, you know, Mozilla. Oh, hello! I assume these are the ravens in question. Right.
Come over here.
Oh, that's a summony thing. It's a grabby. These are the ravens, I assume. So yeah, hack and slash. I've lost already my health. Ah, run away. Right, what does this do? I don't know. I don't know what I just did with that. I'm gonna die. Oh, it's a grappling hook thing. And it also stuns them a little bit, so you then...
Not going spectacularly well, thought Reynardo.
Yes. I'm controlling him in combat. Me in combat do not get on well. Right. My goodness, my health. Is that what that does? No. No, I don't, that doesn't do anything. Let's not jump down there. I assume that's a bad thing to do. Oh, little runny thing. Oh, no, it's just a bit of... Oh, actually, can I walk across this? No, it's a window. Right, I'm getting distracted. I was told at the beginning I shouldn't get distracted. I do have 25 health, though. Oh. Oh, stealth. Oh, stealth. Stealth. No, I thought this was stealth. Right, stealth.
Firewalls only let you through if they think you're hot enough. Huh? That was new. Most people still use doorknobs.
Okay, am I hot enough? Is that what I need this sword for? Cool.
What's there?
Is there health? Health would be nice. Is there any way of saving? Oh, options. Very nice. Well. Controls. At the moment, that's it for options. Did I do a bad thing? I did a bad thing, didn't I? There doesn't seem to be any way of saving at the moment. Again, this is maybe I'm missing something. Quite possible. This is me, but also preview stuff, so they maybe haven't added it. Right.
Years ago.
Yeah.
How many?
I can't skip this.
A blur. And now 3 Raven scout ships were chasing him.
Let's just sit through this again, shall we?
Where are you running, rebel? Cawed the Raven captain over the loud hailer. Renato could see them cranking up their catapults. Just going out for milk? Renato yelled back.
Can't skip this.
Where can you run? Laughed the Raven horribly. Far behind him, another city was burning. The dark cloud above its island was thousands of Imperial ships.
So I think we'll go with Lupino this time, I think.
Job.
Maybe I'm less likely to die if I've got a friend with me.
Spare your life. It cawed. The entire jury.
It's true in real life too, I suppose.
Only a few islands to the east. Beyond
right.
that were only the pillars of heaven. A sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time. Unless Renato could bring a game-changer. Maybe he could. Renato had found out where he could find the pieces of the Sky Ripper. The legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle. On the other hand,
surely,
his old friend Lupino had sent Renato a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion. If Renato could only rescue him. Renato dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream,
Farfarer?
The Raven ships peeled off, not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lupino or the Sky Ripper.
Okay, so this time we will go with Lupino, although
Lupino.
we'll probably end up having a massive
Apparently,
fight.
the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lupino always wiggled out of trouble, given time. But he was out of time. The Ravens had figured out that Lupino was a rebel spy. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse.
You said it correctly! Yay! Sorry. I'm very impressed when people say things correctly. Like winged. Rather than winged.
Had apparently managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen a winged horse. He'd only sold it. But wait. Where was the prison? The village was empty. Had everybody fled the Ravens? Smashing things was fun. Nice. Sword crafting stuff.
Oh, sword crafting stuff and health and I have lots of ore. Oh my goodness, it's turning into Skyrim. I have a thing. Right, what does this do? Swords. Uh oh. Hang on. Oh, it's doing this weird thing where it goes around the wrong way. Right, I can upgrade this. Allows one to heal oneself. Healing, definitely.
Old sword was always a little better when he sharpened it.
There we go. And we're now equipped with our healing sword. Good. I like healing. Healing's something I could have done with in the last one. Oh, a chest. How do I open it? With that button. Oh, okay, so there's more healing and stuff in this one than there was in the last one. I think I'd prefer it if you couldn't pick up stuff you couldn't use, like you didn't waste the health stuff. But I suppose that's kind of part of the challenge, is don't pick up health stuff you don't need. But it's good to know that that kind of container stuff. What are you? Oh, this is how you level up, I guess. Okay, we'll get to you in a moment. We'll get to you eventually, I hope. Alright. Alright. Let's drop the hay.
It was good to practice your moves, thought Renato. Keeps you limber.
Ah, that's cool! Like, it refers to the stuff you're doing. Grr. Wait, what? Wait, what did I do? 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. How did I do that dash attack? Is it both of them together? Is it? I just did a thing, and I don't know how. I'm really kind of excited, but okay, we'll fumble across it later, I'm sure. Up, 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 up. Oh, hello.
Come over here.
Okay. Dodge. Okay, so this is not normally my thing, this kind of hack and slash stuff, but I'm enjoying it. I mean, this is really weird. Earlier on, I was
the
playing.
Ravens had taken the town. Renato had seen villages emptied like this. All the people taken away to be sacrificed in the Emperor's secret rituals. Renato hoped the people were just hiding.
Okay, so earlier today I was playing a bit of The Witcher, and it's really weird, like having played that combat, where it's a lot more kind of precise and timed, and then and you have to do a lot of kind of potions. You have to use your spells properly. To come to this, where it's just like press the button loads of times.
At home, he'd wave his sword around for hours.
I do like the fact that the commentators commenting on the things I'm doing. Something like that. Right, let's work through this methodically. That doesn't do anything. What about that? No. That. Yeah, what about that? No. Okay. I did that really kind of dashy. I did the dash thing, and I don't. Is it 4, 5? Is it X and then square? Is it square and then X? I'm saying square because it's the PlayStation 4 controls. This is the thing. I used to play the PlayStation games an awful lot, which is why I'm super excited to now be able to play PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 games on this channel. Not PlayStation 4 games, admittedly. These camera-y things, but because I used to play it an awful lot, and so now it's like I can press. It says what button to press. I know where I'm supposed to press it, even if it's not the right button. Technically, you're not another altar, but I can't use you. Right. So where do I want to go? Do I just follow the path? I get a feeling that's... I'm gonna miss stuff though. There's things around here. But there's enemies around here. So therefore this is the way I'm meant to go, isn't it?
The village was silent. Empty. No cows lowed, no chickens clucked. It was eerie. The villagers had fled from the fleet, taking everything they could. They must have heard what the Ravens did to civilians. Renato hoped they'd found safety.
Right, what do we get? Loads of ore and a few different things. But I don't know what. There's one right there. So this is where we came in. I wonder what's down here then. If I can attack these things. I don't think it matters, but I think this might be the way I'm actually meant to go.
Don't
They're guarding
just
it like
agree
that.
to disagree, said Renato. No?
Thank you for waiting patiently.
Renato had learned so much. It was time to turn it into something he could use.
How do I do that? Oh, that's a fork. Just the angle. It looked like it was something floating. Oh, very nice. Okay, what's in here then?
Once, Renato had been to a dungeon where all the chests were locked. It was awful.
Found a gem. Energy on kill. Okay. Need to find a workbench. Ah, okay, so this is just like a little bonus area I got to. Cool. I'm showing you all the secrets. Oh, I can just kill them. I'm not sure why you do that, or why you wouldn't. Oh, no, I just stunned them. I just stunned them. Cool. So I assume they're just they're immortal and you can't kill them? Or essentially immortal. It's down here. We might be able to upgrade some of our weapons. We might be able to upgrade some of our other weapons then.
There was a cat in this one. And something useful.
Aww. As a fox, probably that's something edible. Oh, because I've got a green weapon, I can use that. I can now.
He was ready to learn new things. Thank goodness he didn't have to go to school for that.
Right, use the altar. So we can now. Oh, actually. So we could go for the. We could upgrade our hook. Let's. Game, behave. Game. Hooking a shield-wielding enemy will rip away the shield, leaving them vulnerable. We haven't fought anything like that. Dash. Right, okay. Just L and X. Dash through enemies. Combo. I don't know if kind of we've been set up like this because this is a preview build and it's just kind of like, here's the stuff you can use. I'm not sure how it would work otherwise. Because obviously if you don't have certain effects, certain abilities, you're in a bit of trouble. Right, combat. Countering an attack. Now causes damage. Impale your enemy on your sword when you grab to cause damage. Increase your maximum health. Run faster.
He missed his old skills. He welcomed them back like he was at a reunion.
Old skills? Okay. Oop, no. So, have I just randomly lost my skills for some reason? So actually it was... There we go.
You couldn't go sticking jewels in your gauntlet just anywhere. What if you dropped one and broke it? Luckily, there was a bench right here.
So this is like... So this feels very tutorial-y, which probably makes sense because it is, I'm sure. I need a lot more ore and water essence. I need wind essence, of which I have none. I don't think that's right. I'm pretty sure I have one. Gems. So so I've got a magic gauntlet. I can put one in. Energy on kill. Killing enemies gives you some sword energy back, so I can heal a bit. So I can always heal in combat. I can't go. I can go through here.
Only let you through if they think you're hot enough.
Right, and I'm a firefox with a firewall. But we can go through this one, I think. I've not had any kind of interesting conversations about it yet, which is kind of... Or do we jump down here? Let's jump down here first, because I don't think this is the way we're meant to go. I probably should be trying to get through as much stuff as possible to show it off and experience it. But maybe I want to see everything in the first levels. And then I'm not spoiling anything for later on. I mean, I don't know if they're going to change anything.
Hey!
I mean,
I got this friend who's a swan. Could he join up? He dyes his feathers.
Ah! Oh no. How do I do the impale thing? Oh yes, I can do that. Healing. I just ran through him. Okay, I'm legitimately at this point just running and stabbing. What a combo! Max combo was 28. Yeah, style, great. But I got an imperfect. So I wonder how... Oh, that uses a lot of energy. I wonder what I'm meant to do otherwise then. I just... Okay. I don't know where I am anymore. No, it's not what I would expect. I would expect it would happen. I was just thinking of something, and then my brain stopped. Oh, I wanted to check this. It doesn't say how to grab. How to do this. I assume that the grab is what I've been doing. Let's... back to games, how to do that. So, it doesn't say how to grab. Oh, grabbing is square. Okay. I thought that was... I thought the hook shot was the grab. I am obviously incorrect. So, okay. Okay, different things.
Who leaves these chests everywhere? Wondered Renato. I should send him a thank you note.
Right. I assume we can't hop back the way we came, can we? No. But we saw one of those before, didn't we, in the other world? So there must have been some kind of effect, some way of getting there somehow.
Ooh, a workbench. Did he have any jewels he hadn't tried out? He had.
I wonder if there's any dialogue for not being in this position, where you haven't got the spare ones. Elemental resistance, increases resistance to spell damage. Not any spell. Not placing any spells. Sure, we had wind essence before. Should probably think about trying to grab those, see what happens. Seems like a place we'd be attacked. Right, okay. Okay. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, and I lose my combo because I took some damage, because I'm an idiot.
Leonardo hated warlocks. The way they stayed back and lobbed pain and death from a distance. Cowards. Really dangerous, effective cowards.
Yeah, mages.
Leonardo had felt better.
Because he killed the mage. Right, so... Oh! Okay. We can't go back. I wonder why. So, having said... Ooh, that's creepy. Having said that there's 32 endings, even then, like, there were 2 doors we ignored. And we went around...
A chill run down his back. Or possibly a flea.
It may have been that those 2 were different options as ways we could possibly go. And we've gone this way instead. And I was like, oh, maybe there's health back there. Like, no, doesn't matter. You're not going to get it. Anything? No, I don't have any extra ones, do I? And I don't have that sword.
Leonardo had been the terror of the sandcastles when he was 2.
Wrong sword. How do I change the sword again? That one.
Hey.
Nope.
Hey. I'm a firefox, thought Renato.
Okay, so we can't get in there. Which is weird, because we can't make this sword. So I wonder if there's like some way of coming back to these areas. I don't think they're going to be I don't think they're going to be randomly generated. I assume it's going to be a actual set level. I mean, otherwise there's more than 32 possible endings, I'd assume. So there must have been some way of making that. Maybe if I'd not upgraded this and maybe if I'd not upgraded this one and I'd saved up, I'd be able to make it, possibly. I don't know. I've already looked at that, can't do anything with it.
What do you guys dress up as for Halloween? Just wondering.
Oh, so you can attack them when they're down. Okay. Even at range. Still need some experience. Okay, that's energy, so get a bit more health. Oh, okay. Oh, it's combat. I've just realised it, because at the beginning of that combat... Ooh, footprints. Oh, no. So, at the beginning of combat, they blocked this area off, so I couldn't come back here. But it's not stayed there, unlike the other areas where it kind of blocked off, kind of when we advanced to the next level. Next level, inverted commas. Hello? Is that you?
Dirty and bloody, Renato finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Renato recognized the cards. It was Lapino's favorite deck. Oh, I thought you were in danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, see, this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia. We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows, and that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Capture the Emperor's
house attached to this?
Who also happened to be a deadly sorcerer and, his only daughter. That would be worth it. On the other hand,
he falls in love with our dashing hero.
He could get to the core of the Sky Ripper. Even if he couldn't get the whole thing, it must have great power.
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm probably wrong with how I've worked out with my maths from before about how the decision making, because I'm assuming that this would be one of the choices in the next one. So that means the branching works out slightly differently, and I'm not going to draw a graph because I won't be able to show you. So I think we'll ignore that. We decided to ignore the Sky Ripper to begin with, so we're going to go after Zenobia. Renato and Lapino were back together. Oh no, but that will be different because we've got Lapino. I don't know. Maybe Lapino was right. Maybe they should go kidnap the Emperor's only daughter and greatest general, Zenobia. Extracting intel out of her would turn the tide in Civil War. And Renato can show off his moves and suave seduction and other things beginning with possibly. Yes.
Zenobia wasn't just the Emperor's daughter, of course. She'd been Renato's best friend in Sword Fu school. And
of course she had.
Mad for her. The rabbit reminded him. They'd been close. She'd told him things no one else knew. But she'd never told him who she really was.
What if he tore his strips and facial complexes?
Chuckled the master spy. She won't give them up easily. She'll tell the interrogators, all right, said Lapino. Taking her would change the game, all right.
Ah, okay. So this is just a preview build. That's as far as we get. I was expecting a little bit longer from that. But of course, preview build. Coming to PlayStation 4 and PC in early 2016. If you look on the internet, if you look at their website, they focus a lot on talking about the PlayStation 4. It's coming out on PlayStation 4. It's coming out on PlayStation 4. But it is coming out for PC. I hope, because I have a Steam copy. So, otherwise, weird things are happening. I think we'll have another go. We'll go back and try to try that first thing for the Sky Ripper. We'll try that again. There's no save. Again, this might be just because it's a preview build, but I'd like to see more of that. If I'm right, with there being 5 options, that took us, what, about half an hour? So it's 2.5 hours for one run through. But of course you've got all the other options. And that's assuming that all the difficulty's the same, which it won't be. And again, preview build. I would guess, although I might be incorrect, that it felt like there were 2 different sets of levels there. That might just be kind of showing off these are the different kind of areas we can do. I don't know.
That had been years ago. How many?
I forgot that this is a thing that you can't skip.
3 Raven scout ships were chasing him.
Like the 3rd time in one session.
Rebel? Cawed the Raven captain over the loud hailer. Renato could see them cranking up their catapults. Just going out for milk? Renato yelled back. Where can you run? Laughed the Raven horribly. Far behind him, another city was burning. The dark cloud above its island was thousands of Imperial ships. the fleet was doing a thorough job.
Take us to the rebel base! I will spare your life!
It cawed. The entire jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east.
I wonder why this, out of everything,
were only the pillars of heaven.
Is unskippable.
A sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time. Unless Renato could bring a game-changer. Maybe he could. Renato had found out where he could find the pieces of the Sky Ripper. The legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino had sent Renato a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion. If Renato could only rescue him. Renato dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream, the Raven ships peeled off. Not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lapino or the Sky Ripper?
So we've tried both of them, but we didn't go all the way through the Sky Ripper because I played really bad, because I accidentally pressed the wrong button because I wasn't paying attention. So we're going to have another go with this.
The Sky Ripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces. What could have brought them to light? This Emperor, Isengrim III, had once been kind, but he'd gone mad. And now he was conducting secret, obscene rituals to bring back the lost gods. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the earth? It was more than Renato could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it.
So that's interesting, because we're kind of getting different elements of the plot. So before it was like, oh, you don't want to know what they do to civilians.
Renato could not help but feel a tinge of guilt. He'd left Lapino behind. He hoped the Mad Rabbit had somehow escaped the Ravens. He hoped they hadn't eaten him. If they had, he hoped they hadn't eaten him alive. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? Renato never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Sky Ripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was
side
against
journeys.
his nature.
Oops.
Could he stick with it?
So
this is why heroes are called dashing, Renato thought. See? Dashing? Get it?
I was going to say something, then he interrupted me, and then I got distracted. Right, the plot. So we kind of got that element of he's conducting obscene rituals, but before it was like, oh, the civilians always go missing, they do horrible things to them. It's like, okay.
Disagree? Said Renato.
I assume that that's the connection.
Come over here.
I assume actually if I try and do a grab, that's not going to do me any real good. Really. So yeah, here's another one of these teleport things. I'm busy doing something, game. I'm exploring in this narrative game. So yeah, I don't know what that does. I assume it takes us over there. But, to power it up. No. I assume that's an area of effect spell kind of thing. I haven't upgraded my other sword. Yes. These are annoying. I can't target it yet, so I can't... Right, so we can just nab them, and they don't do anything.
Firewalls only let you through if they think you're hot enough.
No. Oh, animation. Oh, thank you.
What's there?
Oh, we got into a fight down here, didn't we?
Hey, did you guys ever learn to swing dance? Oh, well, too late.
Yeah, so it's like very kind of simple. You're just kind of switching backwards and forwards with your attacks.
Ooh, Renato hated warlocks.
Yeah, I know, no.
And lobbed pain and death from a distance.
This is much earlier than I recall.
We dangerous, effective powers.
Yeah, this is a lot earlier than it was in the
Danced around
In the last
room
one.
yelling, oh yeah, that's how we do it. It was something he liked to do, but only after he'd killed all the witnesses.
Yeah, so this is so Warlocks. We're getting Warlocks a lot
Was it
earlier.
called Sky Ripper anyway? Was the name just supposed to be badass, like calling your sword Stormbringer when it didn't actually bring bad weather?
Ooh, piece of paper. A piece of paper to scroll, the parchment of doom, or possibly something. Ooh,
This was
not expecting that.
better than pulling yourself up in a bucket.
so yeah, we haven't actually been able to do anything with our games.
Hero Wall, Hero Sword,
No.
Ice Wall, Ice Hewn.
We haven't done anything to upgrade our weapons. I assumed that these are different orders, and in real life, in the actual game, the story elements aren't going to be put together this way. I mean, I might not be right, but, you know, just try it out. Let's see what we get. The truth behind the Sky Ripper is shrouded in a thick fog. Ooh, plot! I like plot. The most believable tale is that the Transcendent Emperor has used the Sky Ripper to banish Iblis. Then, the Transcendent Emperor buried the weapon and vanished. Was it a self-imposed exile to rid the world of its last divine presence? Or was it the price to pay for using such a tremendous power? Could the Sky Ripper and Iblis have a deeper connection than just weapon and victim? My rituals will summon the Iblis Stone. Perhaps I should worry that they will also cause the Sky Ripper to resurface. If that is the case, I should spare no resource to find them. A weapon that can banish a god is an invaluable bargaining chip should the old ones decide to double-cross me. It is in their nature to try. But gods are predictable, and I can rely on that to always be one step ahead. Emperor Isengrim III's secret journal. What is it doing here? No one knows. Yeah, I've only got these ones. So I assume you can come here. You come here later, or you can come here in a different order. I don't know. But yes, so it's a bit of an interesting plot. The weapon and the victim being connected like that. He's trying to summon this Iblis, and therefore bringing the Sky Ripper with him. What on earth was that? Looked like there's something in the corner that was messing up it. Yeah, so you got the bit of sand, the dust and sand going. Ooh, I can break these things. It's falling kind of. It looks like it's falling through the rock there. So actually the floor, which is actually wooden rather than stone. Well done, Dragon. So,
Ronaldo felt like he was ready to learn new things. Thank goodness he didn't have to go to school for that.
right, what can we do? Shield hooking. We've not fated anything with shields yet, I don't think. Attack immediately when the previous strike attack hits the land. Perfect strike! We did the grab one. I'm not sure how good that was. I will grab perfect strike.
Skills. He welcomed them back like he was at a reunion.
I can't. Oh, can I open this anyway? Is it a special sword? Oh, I thought that one was the healthy one. It obviously was not. What's through here? Not going down here. Let's go the other way. No, I can't go through this one because that's pink. Wrong sword. So we don't have access to that one yet.
Hey, I'm a firefox, thought Ronaldo.
Okay, we can't go that way. Is that a block because of the game or because of the almost kind of demo-like nature of this preview build? Right, okay. Dun. So we'll stun those guys with a hook shot. Slightly too fast for these guys, so it doesn't look like there's anything in the middle there, so we can. Right. I got a perfect strike. I'm really bad at timing things. But I got a perfect. Perfect. But my style was only acceptable. I'm disappointed. Is this a puzzle?
A puzzle? Renato loved puzzles. Except when he couldn't figure them out. On the other hand, if there was a puzzle, it was probably meant to keep people away from something good.
Yes. Puzzle. 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 Puzzle.
Huh? That was new. Most people still use doorknobs.
So that was a 1 and... Oh no, that's just a half one. This is... just that one. Oh, great. Oh, there we go.
See?
I'm always annoyed.
That wasn't so hard.
Exactly. I like difficult puzzles. I like complicated things where you've got to actually sit there and think for a bit. And that was just pull one switch and then pull the other. Not overly interesting. Use alter. Can't level. I assume we can't go this way. I think that door... Will that door open just if we go near enough? It will. That's the thing we're after, so I will go there later. I'm going to explore. So yes. I don't know what to say. Ooh, break the thing. Yay. Stuff. Ooh, stuff. So it's like the barrels from before. Yeah, so we're getting stuff to make weapons with. But
well, they really needed to redecorate anyway.
Definitely. What are you? It was opening. What is it opening for?
He wished there were more pylons he could use the hook on. They really needed to construct additional pylons.
Okay, I don't know what that does. Okay.
A chest full of old banana peels. There had to be more.
There was.
Hooray! There was some wind essence, which I was confused by in the last story.
Sorry, mustache. Thought
Oh, right. That uses up stuff. Right, okay. And this uses up stuff as well, doesn't it? Oh, that uses up energy. I thought one of them used up the bottom one, but I'm obviously incorrect. Ha! Found it.
There
we
it
go.
was. Sky Ripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway. The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How is it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Sky Ripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
Okay. For some inexplicable reason, Reynardo chose Zenobia. That would then mean, if every choice is the same like this, that would then mean that there are 16 choices. Which, okay, this one took me about 15 minutes. But I didn't do a lot of exploration, and I think the other one was slightly longer. So if you say, okay, the average is about let's say 25. That's 25 times 16, that's 400 minutes. That's 6 hours. 6 hours for one playthrough. But every time you mix up one of these decisions, you're going to get something different. Now, I'm actually going to pick Zenobia. Now, I don't, because from the last one we didn't actually get much progression. We didn't go. I think this was it. You make the choice, and that's the end of it. But picking Zenobia might give us a bit different dialogue, which would then be a slightly different story. So it'll be interesting to see. So, for some inexplicable reason, Reynardo chose Zenobia. Reynardo had found the armature of the Sky Ripper. Without the core, it would just be an empty and useless shell. Maybe he should go see Zenobia, who had just invaded a city nearby. She was the Emperor's adopted daughter and greatest general, but she was also his old friend. Reynardo didn't know why, but he felt the urge to go and see her.
Reynardo asked himself why he changed course to confront Zenobia. He'd no idea. Sometimes he would just do things, and he could never figure out why he'd done them. Usually, they worked out. After all, he was a hero.
Okay, so it was a different bit of dialogue. So that kind of makes me think that there's also a different bit that's going to have a different story to it. So I don't know, maybe I don't know. I don't know how many choices there are going to be. But I've kind of enjoyed this kind of running through. This isn't kind of my normal fare, admittedly. My fare is often kind of the deep, intricate storytelling, but this seems to be like kind of a good. I don't want to say that the kind of The Witcher and Mass Effect aren't fun, but this is like a good, fun, kind of light-hearted, silly take on a kind of narrative action RPG, which I quite like the idea of. So I don't know when it's coming out. As we've seen, it's like coming out at the beginning of 2016. It may be in the first quarter, which means something this month or March. It's like something in this month, February or March 2016. Or it might just be that was their plan at the time of doing this. It'll be good just to see what happens. I hope to play this when it comes out and play through the whole thing. So I'm not sure how I'm going to release this. I may have just been a couple of videos over the week just with my normal fare as well. There's nothing going to be coming into the 6th slot. I just thought I'd quickly do this and just show you guys something you might think about looking forward to. Possibly. Maybe. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.